Hello again. Thanks for joining us. Let's talk Tar Heel football with the head coach of the Tar Heels. That, of course, is Bill Belichick. Coach, one area that you have been very positive about with your program since the very beginning is the gains in strength and conditioning, gains in actual strength numbers, gains in speed. Where have you seen those gains? And I know this sounds basic, but how does that then translate to how you guys are playing on the field?
Well, the speed translates in our GPS system, so we can see how fast we're running,
Mm-hmm.
what our max speeds are, and how much we run at above a certain level of speed. And so it's each player has their own individual goals and their individual percentages, and when they're hitting those, then that leads to further gains. Same thing with strength and the weight room. So stronger, faster, more explosive, just is better for running, stopping, starting, moving,
Sure.
moving bigger bodies, and so forth. And it's for confidence too. The players gain a lot of confidence when they know that they've improved physically and they're 10% better than they were 6 months ago. That's a big improvement.
Conditioning a big role in that win at Syracuse as well for the Tar Heels this past week. Coach, Stanford on deck. We'll talk about the Cardinal in total in a moment. They appear to be making a quarterback change. When your opponent does that change anything for you and your group in the preparation as you get ready for the weekend?
Well, certainly at the quarterback spot, you have to be aware of that player's skills, and so we'll look at Brown. There's about 30 some plays in this year, but it's enough to see. It's hard to change the whole offense and change 10 of the guys, so I think that they'll try to keep doing what they're doing. Coach Reich has always done that anyway. That's kind of his system, and the player plays into the system. I'm sure he modifies it for each quarterback a little bit, but the system's the system. So I think in the end, it's going to come down to the majority of it will be their system, and there'll probably be a few things for the new quarterback.
Coach, you spoke about Stanford a lot in your press conference this week. You seem impressed with this group, feel like they're well coached, and feel like in the right place, if nothing else, that this team makes you go out and play well to beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't get a lot of penalties. They don't have a lot of mental errors and unblocked players on offense or defensively, just cutting guys loose that are wide open because of miscommunication,
Sure.
mistakes, those kind of things. So they play sound and they play hard. So they have two good specialists, so they can kick long field goals and they can change field position in the punting game. And so generally they're on a long field defensively, and you got to move the ball 60, 70, 80 yards to score.
First time Stanford's been in Chapel Hill since the late 1990s. First time these two teams have played since the Sun Bowl at the end of the 2016 year. It's a 4:30 kick, homecoming in Chapel Hill. Radio-wise, will be on the air at 3:30. See you then.